Hello, everybody. Just as I've been violently ill for like going on 4 days. Are we good? No, we're not. Now we're good. Oh, how's everybody doing? Hello. Tori, oh, can't turn back the clock, baby. Let's see. I did not come up with it is better now. Okay, cool. I'm drinking. I probably shouldn't be, but I am. I just about died for 4 days, so I deserve it. It's fine. The weather's so nice. What's our plan today? Well, my God, it's popping in chat already. I was thinking we could do the James Sexton divorce thing. I was going to write a roast live, but I'm running behind. Did that rhyme? Yeah, we're doing better. Doing better. We can talk more about that tomorrow. We're going to do a little nutritional stream, something like that. I don't know. What's like a trending topic in regards to health and wellness? I'd say magnesium is one of them. Been seeing a lot of magnesium popping up in TikTok. Aside from that, what's like a health craze people are doing right now? Iodine. Yeah, iodine. I remember when I was in school to get my certification in surge tech, good old surge tech. We had to wash like we were prepping to go into what's the word? There's a word. Maybe it is prepping to go into surgery. I'm laughing because it's like Jesus, bitch. But anyways, you used an iodine scrub, but then it's a mineral, right? What other health crazes? Like juice tox. It's always been a thing. Scrubbing. Thank you. Scrubbing. Carnivore diet. Carnivore. I've heard really good things about that. Just got the antidote. What else? Are avocados still popping? I eat so much avocado. It's kind of disgusting, actually. Like you could hand me an avocado and I would just bite right into it, baby. I used iodine once on a cut. Oh shit. So it's like that good. Ice bath is a good one. Does that really work? Should I be doing that? If I started doing that, because like I live with my parents, my dad would be like, what now? Like, come here, low. Baby low. Low. She wants peanut butter. We're not doing it. We're losing weight, bitch. I'm weak when it comes to my dogs. What else? If you want to know if a girl can wait, whoa. If you want to know if a girl has real or fake lips, just ask her to whistle. Thank me later. I look so funny on this angle. I feel like I'm like, would you look at that? You can't see how my hand placement is, but you haven't gone live in a while. Yeah. Unfortunately, I made the statement that if I am not live, I'm really unwell. And while I still agree with that, goddamn, like if you just knew, you'd be like, oh, that sucks. Because I'm a very honest person and we'll talk about it tomorrow. Okay. Well, I just don't want to talk about it right now. Okay. Let's just say bitch was like Not well. Not well. It's like think of the one thing that you would hate to go to the ER for. We're in that realm. Okay, we're in that realm. It was not fun. So now I feel obligated to say exactly what it was because everybody's like, why haven't you been live? Are you okay? I'm okay. I was not okay, but now I'm okay. Can you I can. Anyways, thanks, King. Not all heroes wear capes. I've been blessed with a metabolism faster than like a blackbird. Like, what's a blackbird? It's plain dehydrated. Shockingly, no. They should put a warning though on certain things that are over the counter that like if you are a bitch that doesn't drink a lot of water, this might make you violently ill. Tonsil stones. No. Actually, if you suffer with those, highly recommend sinus rinse and a little Flonase. That shit cures that stuff up right away. Wait, not that. Kidney stones. Torshaa, dead air. You know, it's probably for the better. It's a serious conversation. Okay. I'm already getting fucking flushed. Hold on. Eating duck song. Jesus. You know, I worked with, shout out Luke, a male bartender when I was 21. I was working downtown in the city, and he used to take Tums, and I'm like, "Damn, you like old, old." He's like, "Just wait. Okay, it's gonna be you too, bitch." It wasn't that long after that I was like, "Tums seems kinda like a good idea right now." Topic. Red pill women swarm to be oh, alright, sir. Easy. Easy. Too soon. Too soon. Yes, I drink water. Not often, but I do it. I hate water, actually. No, I actually do like water, but I'm very particular about my water. I had an ex who's lovely mama, Beata, love you. She was really into health and wellness, and she had this, like, $7,000 machine that put out water. Couldn't just get a Bria? I don't know. And then it would give you all of the necessary minerals and shit. However, it also looked like you had like a glass of water that you had up on your nightstand for a couple weeks. Like it had this particleness to it that I called it particle water because that's what it was. And ever since then, it traumatized me. And so now I'm really particular about my water. Like people talk shit about Dasani and Dasani gets it. I don't know. Have you guys had Dasani in a minute? It's not bad. I'm really bad though because I drink from water bottles. I shouldn't. It's what happens when you work behind a bar. You don't even think of like a Bria. The fuck is that? I need a Bria for tequila, okay? Not for fucking water. So that's terrible. It's okay. I've never said that I was Mother Teresa, okay? I don't do a lot of bad shit, but when it comes to the earth, and I could do better. I am reusing this cup though. I actually really like Kirkland water. It's Brita, not Bria. See? Bria. I always thought it was Bria. Okay, it's not changing. I'll try. It's not like I really ever used that word because I never used one. Evian. I think it's good water. Wait. What? Gary's yelling at us. Stop eating foods with mold. You know, it wasn't my first choice, Gary. Okay. Stop eating foods with mold and yeast. You will get healthy after 6 months. That's a long time, Gary. That's a long time. Okay. I need it to work tomorrow or I won't do it. I'm just kidding. After 6 months, when the microbe shit is eliminated from your body. Cheers to that, Gary. Big facts. I'd probably not like my food to have mold and yeast on it, but most of us live in America looking for a man. Looking for a man in, I don't know. I want a man with a compound is what I want. You guys want me to get married? He has to have a compound. That's it. That's asking for a lot, I feel like. I want soil that has not been contaminated by Johnson & Johnson. Okay. Is that like a niche thing or was that a well-known thing? Just kidding. It's like in America, it's like, oh, you could garden your own food. Not unless if Johnson & Johnson has hit your area. That doesn't even make a difference. I don't know why, but it's like you can't even buy land that hasn't been touched with waste. Like carcinogenic waste. You live in Chirac, don't you? Yeah, come for the food, get shot. I need to stop saying that because people find that really alarming. I'm sorry. Hi, Dad. I'm looking for a man in music, some kids, tattoos, a beard, compound, guns. God damn it. I can never come up with. Let's ask Siri, actually. I feel like Siri's good with the rhymes. Siri, I'm looking for a man in music. 10 kids. Shuts the fuck up. I'm just kidding. Now listen, I know there's some of you that think that it's the woman that should shut the fuck up. And while I agree with you wholeheartedly, never mind. Never mind. Shut up, bitch. I'm looking for a man in music. Has guns. Some kids. Shuts up. Compound. 5'2". Yeah. That's as far as we're getting with that. So a rapper. No, sir. I am psycho. I could never handle a man in actual music. I just was trying to get something to rhyme. It worked before. No, I don't want a man. I don't actually want a man in music. I just want a house husband, okay? That's different. I'm looking for a house husband. It doesn't come off the same, though. I don't know. You guys are better at this. You know what I was thinking about, though? Ooh, this is going to ruffle some feathers. You know how we were talking about underwater welding? The hardest job on planet Earth? I was like, what's the female equivalent? Pregnancy? Think about it. That kept me up at night. It was like underwater, risks life, electrocution, risks body. many things. Small reward. No offense. Love all my mothers. I just don't think I could do it. Music rhymes with use it. Oh, I'm looking for a man in music. Some kids. Has guns. Knows how to use it. Compound. Shuts up. Likes to... I don't know. I just want a man who stays inside. He's not allowed outside. Right? Before you get all mad, just think about what you want, okay? And then come back to me. Want a man that's not allowed to leave because they can't be trusted, okay? They can't. I'm just thinking maybe I'd let him go to the grocery store, but he'd probably fuck it up there. I don't know. I think men are better at like cooking. Just like everything. I just don't think they can be, you know, they're genuine creatures and then one thing leads to another and now he's suddenly dicking like another woman. Not here. No. I would be the type of woman who would have trackers on everything. I would have those fake calculators on my phone just so I could spy on him. What are you doing? Who's that? Gets on the phone. Who is she? Okay. Is it normal? No. But that's what you get when you want a 30-year-old bitch. I'm not even 30 yet. What the fuck? Tori, you're looking for a beta and I'm looking for a beta male. Some kids. Has guns, tattoos, likes to... I don't know. It's not really like... I don't know. Do you guys like your significant other to have hobbies? Because I don't. I mean, like, depends on the hobby. Photographer? Probably not. Unless you like to photograph birds. Easy. Okay. Easy. I already know where y'all were going with that. Not me. A beta with guns. I don't think that's a good combo. Well, it's either that or an alpha. We all know how that would go. Suddenly I come on stream and my mouth is sewed up and blink twice, bitch. No. No, there's no way. I'm looking for a man that gets turned on by my assertiveness. Probably gonna need like fresh off the boat Italian guy who's just like, oh wow. Mia, wait, how do you Bella? I don't know. They make me feel sexy for being insane. Okay, that's the energy that I need. Not these American men who just go, ah! I'm insane. Okay. Anyways. I'm looking for a man who needs a visa. No kids. Likes to shut up. Has guns. Compound. Knows where the... Never mind. Okay, what do we have? I'll shut up now. We have... Circa jumps on a panel. The divorce expert. Your craziness is amusing. Said no one ever. It's okay. At least you can't be like, I don't know what I got myself into. You absolutely did. Or you're just lazy. Could be either way.
All marital problems stem from two things.
Him being annoying and me being annoying.
And that's...
What about sex?
I would have to guess it's she's withholding sex. I feel like it all, like, call me crazy. Easy. I think that all marital problems stem from this. I think it starts with us, but technically it starts with him. Because why she want to do that? What'd you do? It's always got to default to like, what'd the man do wrong? At least in my world. No, I'm just kidding. But I don't know. I've been putting myself in a lot of like married couple issues as of late. It's what 29 brings. Just like, you sure you want to do the thing? No, sir. Guys, they used to call me, hold on, let's get it real for a second. They used to call me future ex-wife when I worked behind a bar. Okay. There's only a couple people that get that type of name. Somebody demanding money. Me. How much should I tip you? $1,000 for my troubles. Thank you, sir. Or a bitch. Like, I really don't think they give that name out for anybody. So if I'm already getting that, I'm like at the ripe age of 21. Something tells me I'm not marriage material. I'm divorce material, but not marriage material. Can't help it.
How often is sex the issue in divorce?
Oh my God. James Sexton, the world's #1 divorce lawyer, specializing in billionaires, athletes, and celebrities for over 2 decades.
Giving him a unique insight into how relationships fail and succeed.
There's about a 56% chance that your marriage will end in divorce. Yet, 86%
90 if it's me.
of people remarry within 5 years. But most people have no idea what they are getting themselves into. And a great example of that would be prenups.
Who gets what when they break up?
Correct. And the most shocking prenup I've ever seen.
Torrie, will you sign this prenup? Absolutely. In invisible ink, damn you.
Said that for every 10 pounds the wife gained, she would lose $10,000 a month in alimony.
10 pounds of weight.
That's a good deal.
And that was enforceable.
She knew what she was signing. Hold on, what are y'all? She married the beta. Guys, I think, like, aren't most men beta? And aren't most women bitchy? Here, men are at a disadvantage because by nature they want to make us happy. God messed with y'all. Like, oh, let's give them a problem they can never fix. A woman. A problem they can never solve. A woman. Y'all be pulling your hair out. You can tell, well, no, I shouldn't say that because that's hereditary, but it's like, assuming that it's not, if you didn't lose your hair because of that shitty gene, it's like men are bald because they're pulling their hair out because we're insane. Could you imagine?
Do money issues lead to divorce?
Sorry.
Oh, it's
shut up.
controversial.
What's the quickest someone's gone from marriage to divorce?
48 hours.
Who cheats more, men or women?
You'll be shocked to hear
Have you ever seen violence during a divorce?
they ran her over 4 times and stabbed her.
Jesus Christ. So here's the question then. Should we get married? And then,
I fucking dare you. See, whoever marries me would be too scared to do something like that.
do you think love is a terrible idea?
I think it's insane to love anything because someday that'll be gone. And this thing's gonna break my heart no matter what I lose.
It's me.
But that's not a reason not to love. And I think
I
there's
love
something really important there.
Congratulations, Diary of a CEO gang. We've made some progress. 63% of you that listen to this podcast regularly don't subscribe, which is down from 69%. Our goal is 50%. So if you've ever liked any of the videos we've posted, if you like this channel, can you do me a quick favor and hit the subscribe button? It helps this channel more than you know, and the bigger the channel gets, as you've seen, the bigger the guests get. Thank you and enjoy this episode.
James, I've never spoken to somebody that does what you do. What do you do?
I'm a divorce lawyer. I'm a divorce lawyer who represents people in contested divorce and custody proceedings in court. So it's the fact that you've never spoken to someone who does what I do is a good thing. It means that either you've not married or it means that you've successfully married to the point where you would never end up in my office. By the time someone sets foot in my office, something's gone terribly wrong in their life because no one ever meant to meet me. No one ever meant to be in my office ever.
What is the probability that someday I do meet somebody like you and not in this context?
Well, if you marry, there's about a 56% chance that your marriage will end in divorce. Now, that doesn't...
Listen. You can't scare me with the statistics, James. Because joke's on you. I like to partake in high risk reward. So I like to gamble. I'm literally a walking red flag.
And take into consideration how many people may consult with a divorce lawyer because they're having difficulty in their marriage, but they choose subsequent to meeting me not to divorce for some particular reason, whether that's they don't want to part with half of their funds, or they've just decided it's easier to stay miserable and with a person, or they're staying together for the kids, but they want to know what their rights were. So if you marry, the chances of meeting someone like me are more likely than not, if we look at it that way, because it's more than 50%. So it's a high number, you know.
But if we define failure as all of the other things you've described there, where we kind of stay together but we're miserable, or we stay together for some other reason, what percentage of marriages on that basis do you think actually fail?
I mean, if we consider failure staying together miserable for the children or staying together for financial, economic reasons, and then we add that to the 56% that end in divorce, then, I mean, it would be very hard to track that, but I think it's generous to think it's another 20% probably. But I mean, think about what that adds up to. That means that you've got something that fails 70, 75% of the time. That's a negligent activity. That is more likely than not to cause significant harm in your life. So I don't say that to sound like the Grim Reaper when it comes to marriage. I actually really think marriage is a lovely thing, and I get misty-eyed at weddings like anybody, and not just for future business purposes. I think the statistic that's even more interesting to me than
I used to say I wanted Rollo to wait, what's it called? When somebody marries people, I should be this person. Honestly, you sure you want to go through with it? Lawfully wedded husband. But now I want Rollo and James Sexton, because if you have the balls to not only marry my ass, but also do it in front of not just Rollo, but James Sexton, it can only go up. It can only go up.
How many marriages end in divorce or how many people stay together miserable is that 86% of people who divorce remarry within 5 years. So think about that. Now you've done this thing. It's failed. You've gone through this difficult process of having to undo it. And now within 5 years, 86% of people remarry. I mean, so that tells you how important this is to us as humans, how drawn to this idea, this technology of marriage we are. And that to me is fascinating, because I've often said, like, I'm not sure what marriage was designed, what problem is marriage designed to solve?
Our trust issues. And does it solve it? No. It used to be the land. It's not solving.
See, the fact that it takes this long to think. If I said to you, what purpose does this technology, this mug, what does it serve? Well,
holding the coffee and liquid. Come on. What does it's to like make us feel better about the fact that we're going to become shittier humans as we age, but you can't leave. Okay, we like to make things difficult because we're emotional beings.
Well, that's easy, right? It's hard to drink out of your hands, and someone would have to keep coming up and pouring things in our hands. Okay, well, that's pretty straightforward. What problem does this solve? Well, that's easy, right? We want to get, the ring stains around. We get yelled at by our significant other for not using a coaster. So these are...
I feel personally victimized.
Crazy things. But marriage, something so ubiquitous that it's assumed. If you're dating someone for a few years and you say, guess what, we're getting married. Everyone goes, of course, phenomenal, congratulations, that's great. Of course you're going to do that. You make an honest woman of her, of course. Whereas if you say, we've been together for 3-4 years, we decided we're not going to get married, people go, oof, what's wrong with this guy? He's got intimacy issues.
I want you to ask me to marry you, but I don't want you to expect me to get married to you. Talk about it. And you guys are like, well, what in the fly? That is being a woman. Is it not? I want you to ask, but I don't want to be expected to. But at the same time, if you ask me, I'm assuming that you already think that I'm expected to. I'm already expected to. I don't like it. I don't like it at all. But good luck.
She's not getting, what's the problem that you don't want to get married? Whereas rationally, the response should be, oh yeah, we're getting married. What? Are you kidding me? Why are you doing that? It's like someone saying, I'm going to go skydiving. It's like, wait, are you crazy? That's a dangerous thing to do. And it's not, listen, skydiving, it's not like 75%, 76% of people die who go skydiving. So the truth is, like, it makes very little sense to me that marriage is assumed to be a thing you will do, when in fact, we as a species are so unbelievably.
Like, oh, he doesn't ask me to marry him? Why? Do you think I'm not wifey material? That's okay for me to think. That's not okay for you to think. Okay.
Bad at it.
I hate it here.
That sort of 86% that then get remarried after divorce, have they learned from their mistakes? Are they better at marriage?
This time it's different. This time it's different. It's this time I'm really in love. That other time when I thought I was in love, that wasn't it. This time it's different. It really, it's a blind spot, and again, where does it come from?
I solemnly swear that if I were to get married and God forbid my husband were to die in a car crash the next day, I would never date again. And I would be happy to not do that. Because when people are like, oh no, if my significant other passed away, or if I passed away, I hope they would move on. I'm sorry, who? Hell no. Hell no. I make it down the aisle for one man and one man only, and he dies. Never again. That's a sign. There's the only guy that can make it through.
Have to ask people smarter than me. It could be neuroscience. It could be the realm of a real deep social psychology. It could just be
because I can't actually divorce him. He'd be dead. Oh, it just gets annulled. No, it shouldn't. I don't think it should. It's fucked up, actually.
Cognitive bias. I have no idea. It could be a delusion brought on by inadequate lighting, but whatever it is, we go, oh yeah, but this one's different. This one, I did a prenup last week for a guy who went through one of the ugliest divorces I've ever seen. And that's not hyperbole. Like, I've been doing this for 25 years just to say, so for me to say the ugliest divorce I've ever seen that's amazing. That's a really big deal. That's like a Michelin chef saying this was the best meal I've ever had. So this guy had a horrific divorce that lasted 4 or 5 years. He's remarrying a woman 30 years younger than him who he met 4 months ago.
Listen, if homie wants to get married during, I don't know, the love bombing stage, mind your business, James. Okay? Don't ruin it.
And when I said to him, as artfully and tactfully as I could, you've only known this person for a short time, and
James, shut up.
Have you thought about maybe just, being a little cautious in terms of who you've seen?
Listen, if somebody's ready to get married in 4 months, like, caution. Who are you? An antipsychotic? Mind your biz, James.
How difficult a divorce can be. Do you think maybe it might be? He goes, oh no, I've never felt anything like this. I've never been this in love. I've never been so connected with.
She is gaslighting you, G. If you think that getting married in 4 months is like the smart decision, I want you all to hear Torshaa in your head, like, she's gaslighting me. Okay. Is my computer already gonna die? What the hell? They want to take me off the internet. The Matrix is
someone
coming.
We just get each other. And, it would be very indelicate and rude for me to say, like, snap out of it, man. You got to get your, like, really, bring your logical brain to this equation. Do not bring the part of you that's just filled with romance and has Christmas in your eyes.
I like this version of me, James. Okay? Don't rain on my parade.
Like, really, you got to look at this honestly.
Do you see a lot of gold diggers? Do you see a lot of gold digger sort of patterns?
I love how he was just like, Do you see a lot of gold diggers? Like, did you guys just notice? Like, oh, all of them. Okay. All of them. Just like, do you see a lot of pretty women that are your same age? No, mind your business.
I.e., you see someone that's incredibly wealthy, you see someone that's, I don't know, 40 years younger than them.
Yeah. Yeah, I see a lot of that. I mean, I'm hesitant to say gold diggers because I think that has a pejorative like built into it that somehow I think that people bring different things to the table in relationships. I think love is an economy.
Hire James as your next divorce attorney. I don't know. I want James as my lawyer, period. Period. James, are you looking for new clients? I could use you.
And I'm not saying that in a way that devalues love. I think that love is a verb. I think that love is an emotion. And I think that love is an economy. You know, there is a giving and taking of value. And that can be incredibly symbiotic. You know, that can be incredibly healthy and wonderful. That you know, I am way too serious and the person who I'm with is going to bring lightness and
I can only just imagine. Sorry, I'm being silly, but like, imagine it's family court. It's 2040. Okay. I've been married for a hot minute and my future ex-hubs is trying to say that I was a gold digging whore the whole time. I could just see James getting up there like, listen, love, it's a verb. It describes an expression, but it also describes money. Like, Maji. I love him.
levity to the relationship. And I'm going to help them be a little more serious. And they're going to help me lighten up, you know? And I'm hard charging and hard working and everything's like 10 moves ahead. And my partner's going to like help me calm down and help me, you know.
James just pulls up my videos on YouTube where it's like, I told you I would never marry you unless you're a beta male with a lot of money. It's like, did you not know that she was a gold digging whore in this moment, sir? Like, what about this one? I'm not getting married unless I'm buying new tits. Did you really think it was about the love? I feel like we'd be a great duo. Me and James. James and I. I feel like we can make a lot of money.
Not be so hard charging and be a little softer, be a little kinder and rest my head and give me a sort of
Prenup where, Your Honor? Is it true that you signed this prenup in invisible ink? I didn't know you weren't allowed to. So did you sign it? I don't know, did I? We need to get a forensic expert in the shit. Who the fuck? What is that a career?
warm place to do that. Like, that's beautiful. We're each bringing something different. So if I'm a powerful, hardworking, financially successful, financially secure man, and I meet a young, beautiful woman who has energy and excitement
That's
and
me.
who has
For like the next 6 months.
tremendous gifts, but doesn't have the resources to be able to do much with that, you know? Like, she's a talented artist, but
He makes it sound so much lighter. I just don't have the resources. You're damn right, James.
you know, she's busy working, you know, a thankless, awful job, you know, like slinging cappuccinos, you know, and she's not able to, in this prime of her
Close. Alcoholic beverages.
life, focus on this thing she's so talented at. And I can say to her, hey, listen, why don't you focus on that? And I have resources, an abundance of them, and I'm happy to share them with you and feel like I'm part of your success. And you, in turn, are part of my success because you give me this wonderful respite from the chaos of my work. And like, I don't think that that's a dishonest economy. I don't think that, so like to say a gold digger sort of implies like, oh, she's in it for the money. And it's like,
Men were the original gold diggers. I don't see women with a shovel. Please.
okay, well, I'm in it for the beauty. You know, so does that mean I'm a horrible, shallow person, or is beauty beautiful? Is beauty something you want to be around?
Beauty is nice if she shuts up. Just saying. Is it really that worth it?
And if we're honest about the interaction, how is that predatory? How is that unfair to either of us? You know, if we're honest about it, like what's harder for me
James, we're only honest about my side.
to deal with is when I have a client who is, 150 pounds overweight, 5'7", and there is just nothing about him that aesthetically or even personality-wise, a woman would go, oh, that's my guy. But he's a billionaire, and he's got a young, gorgeous woman who's allegedly madly in love with him. And he really believes that it's his personality.
Then I don't know who's more I'm just kidding. Justice for our 5'7" billionaires. Okay. Easy, James.
And has nothing to do with the fact that he's a billionaire or that is a very small consideration. That feels to me like the worst kind of delusion, whereas you could very honestly
don't tell him that, James.
Say like, yeah, we each bring different things to the table. We each bring different things to each other's lives. And then, so it is.
The only thing I bring to the table is a fucking headache and confusion. It seems like the problem is just one step to be solved, and then bam, it's like suddenly we're in pre-calc.
It is a quote unquote gold digger, but it's also a man who wants to buy the company of someone who might not otherwise be interested in him if he wasn't so successful. So I think there's a give and a take in that relationship.
I think that's very fair. Have you seen examples of the...
James, I thought we believed in love. Okay, now it's starting to feel like, I don't know. If I am with a billionaire, I'm going to start selling courses on how to finesse. Like, I'm going to be the new sprinkle. Let me just say, drizzle, baby. Billionaire. Shame on him.
The latter example where, you describe that billionaire where there's not many redeeming qualities, where they're heading towards marriage. They don't yet have a prenup. You're maybe advising them that they should get a prenup, and they're not interested because they're so deluded by the belief.
No, that's not what he's saying.
That the person is interested in their wonderful personality or...
Yeah, so the prenup conversation is a really interesting one because I
one that we're not going to have right now. James, like I said, Your Honor, did you sign this in invisible ink? I have a degenerative eye blindness. I don't know what you're asking me.
Do a lot of prenups.
My computer might just die. Heads up, everybody.
Sure, a prenuptial agreement is a contract between two people that defines the rule set essentially for their marriage. So,
Your Honor, I was under a lot of distress and he forced me to do it. Torrie, that's not funny. I'm being realistic.
So marriage, when we talk about marriage, people tend to just sort of use the...
Men, if you suddenly are like, God damn it, I needed a prenup, or you signed a really shitty one, even though you're the one that led this, just right away, if you're forced into signing a really shitty one because she's pressuring you, you don't believe in love, you're going to do one of two things. I want you to go to your nearest general practitioner, and now suddenly you have a script for, I don't know, I'm not a doctor, just like happy pills or something. Just be like, Your Honor, I was under a lot of distress. Here's proof. Get that shit annulled. Follow me for more tips. Love you. Bye.